When it was the last time that you been scammed? When it was the last time that you felt hopeless, helpless, so hopeless that all you wanted to do is to hide in shame and scream? Hi, welcome to your favorite channel. Today's video is going to be different. It's going to be different because I feel so sad, so hopeless that the email that I received this morning, it left me with only one choice, just to express myself here, because nobody can or is willing to help. I don't know. I can't figure it out. You see, since I'm not a famous YouTuber yet, since I'm not making an income from making YouTube videos, I am making those videos because I've been through a lot of things in my life so far. I've learned a lot of lessons so far, and now I am in the process of rebuilding myself, my life from the past mistakes, and all I want to do is to help others who they might go through the same problems that I have gone through in the past. And I want to share positive things. I want to help people to raise back from adversity because I know it's possible. How I know that? Because I'm doing it. Every day I am recovering myself, and I want to help others. But you see, I got to a point where I do strongly believe that good guys always only wins in a movie, because in real life it's different. And before we go any further, once again, I do apologize because I have to bring this matter out there. I want to somehow bother you with a problem of mine, but I felt like I needed to express myself because I have no one else to tell to, and the people that I thought they're going to help me, they just proved this morning that they proved me wrong. So, as I mentioned, I am not making any income from YouTube. I'm doing this voluntarily, and yes, my channel is new and I am not making a single penny. So, in order for me to make a living, to pay for my expenses, I do have a job. I do work, and I work in construction industry. Now, about a month ago, an opportunity showed up. A nice job showed up, and I was happy at the moment because it happened around my birthday, 2 days before my birthday. And I said, wow, what a wonderful present from the universe. I got this well-paid job, a long-term job, and I'll be able to keep doing my charity and to keep doing my videos, and to keep proving the people that if you really want to bounce back, it's possible. So far, so good. But in order for me to get this job started, I needed some tickets. Now, in UK, tickets are some accreditations, and for me there were some accreditations that they were needed because the job meant that I will work around live services, gas and electricity, water, so I needed those, and I do have lots of qualifications, but those, because they're so rare, you can work for certain companies, I didn't bother to go and grab those. Now, I did apply, and I explained to the person on the phone that I do not hold those tickets. But he was kind enough and willing to help, saying that he has got a company who is willing to speed up because he really liked my CV and the things that I do, and is willing to put a word, to have a word with these guys, so they can do that in order for me to start. And this happened on a Thursday, and on Saturday, the 24th of February, it was my birthday. So I said, wow. I'm about to travel to see my family back home for my birthday, and it rounded up. I was happy. I was really, really pleased with everything, and I got in touch at his recommendation. I got in touch, and yes, it was foolish of me because I'm a grown up and I've been through so many things in my life. I should have. But it was my birthday, and I was about to fly back home, and I made this huge mistake of not using my brain, all of my brains. So I spoke with these guys, I emailed them, and they said, oh yeah, we spoke with I'm not going to give names for certain reasons in here, but we spoke with Mr. X, and he advised us, and we're ready to proceed. You need to make a payment. So I said, okay, I know things are not for free. I made the payment. I sent them copies, and I thought, well, that's it. On my way back on Monday, I do have a job to go to. I'm super, super excited. Let's get it on with my birthday. After couple of hours, I received an email saying, well, you need to pay for another part of those tickets so they can be delivered, and so on and so forward. Well, the thing is, I made the second payment because he looked and he felt that is legit. I looked at checked the prices, how much companies they are charging. I did a bit of a research, and I moved on. I made the second payment, and then on my birthday on Saturday, I was back home celebrating with my family, and I was even bragging how lucky I was to get this job that is well paid and is going to be long term, couple of years worth of work. So it was all right. I was making plans how I'm going to come back and celebrate the second part of my birthday by doing what I'm doing with homeless people, grab a bit of a food and things that I do. So I received this email saying that I need to make another payment. Now, that was the moment when I started to ask myself questions, and I kind of felt like, well, it started to walk like a duck, quack like a duck. It's probably, but I had made the payments and everything, and they keep requesting money. Moment in which I started to ask questions, I kind of wake up from my so wonderful dream of becoming rich by working hard. So I woke up and I started to ask questions, and they started to kind of back up, and I started to invent things saying like, I'm abroad, I cannot make transactions, I'm not having any money left in my bank account, and I knew I needed to keep them on until I'm flying back the following day to United Kingdom. So I managed to hold them on, and the very first thing I said, let's meet in person. I will give you the cash in person. And they avoided that, and that was the moment when I knew something is not right. despite the fact knowing that it's too late for me to do anything. And I said, well, I will do what any person will do. I will look for help. So with screenshots and email conversations, names, bank details, phone numbers, absolutely everything, I jumped in my car after I came straight from the airport. They will keep asking me for the payment, saying we need to make this urgent because it's Sunday and you need to start tomorrow and we need this payment. So straight from the airport, I went to the police station in London and explained to them while I was having the conversation with this guy that I supposed to work to. And I went, they registered that, I explained to them, I said, look, they're willing to meet me, but I'm afraid to go because if this is a scam, I don't know what sort of a criminal lies back then. They were asking me to bring the cash so they can keep printing the tickets and put it in the system. And I said, I realized I made a mistake, but now look, we have all these details, the phone numbers, we have the conversation. I said, well, it's better you not go. To which I obviously reply, I'm not that stupid to go to meet someone at night time in some faraway place. I'm not going to do that. I already did my stupid part for the week by letting me being coerced in this madness. So they gave me a registration number, the reference number, and they said, well, unfortunately, we're going to report this to the national fraud team. And I said, well, but aren't you going to make a phone call? Aren't you going to, we are about to get those guys. I'm chatting with the guy. And they said, well, unfortunately, it's not something that they are doing. And I said, well, what are you doing then? We have this is a scam, and it's not 20 British pounds, it's 1,000 plus British pounds. And they said, well, don't worry, we will report this. And I received an email the next day from this national fraud team, saying we are aware what happened to you, we feel really sorry, and blah 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 blah. All the emails saying we're going to investigate. Well, I was not about to let this like going just like that, so I started investigating myself. I got the name of the company, I got the details, and I started making phone calls to the actual company. I got in touch with someone from the company, explained to them, send them forwarding the email with all the details, names and everything, to which I got a reply. They're saying, we don't have a person with this name working for us or collaborating with. And they advised me to go to the police, to which I replied, oh, of course, I did that before I contacted you, but I want you to be aware that someone is using your company's name to do this sort of fraudulent things. So until this morning, I had my hopes saying, well, you know, I've done a mistake and I've done many mistakes in my past and probably I deserve to pay the price for being stupid. And I still had hopes. Until this morning when I woke up and I opened the email and I got, I couldn't believe what I'm reading. This national fraud team emailed me back and saying simply, we did our investigation and unfortunately it's nothing that we can do, it's nothing we can help you with. That kind of let me not knowing what to think, how to react. I was furious, I was feeling sorry for myself, hopeless. I took 2 showers to try and I still can't think it over. If the police, with all the details, are not able to do anything, and this national fraud team is, what's this society up to? Who's going to, uh, do I have to do a stupid thing and start investigating myself and, I don't know, maybe find the guys, and I don't know, because if you've been through something like that, you can put down in the comments, how would you react? What would you do? Because I am a good person. Yes, I've done my deal of mistakes in the past. I paid the price for them. I'm still paying for them. I am doing whatever I can to help others, to be there for people. And yet bad things happen. But when I see that the system is not willing to help, the police is not willing to help, because I found this as not willing to, because I gave them everything, phone numbers, names, addresses, emails, everything that they needed to work to. And I know it might not be a scam worth millions, so they can, the agent that's going to solve that is going to become over the news and he solves something, but I'm paying my taxes and I respect the laws and I'm trying to obey by the laws. And I'm getting to understand that the law is made for plebs like me, poor people, and some people they might be smart enough to avoid. I don't know. I don't know how to react. The only thing I wanted is to get it out of my system, because it's really making me feel toxic. I don't want to. I want to keep my good work. I don't want to go back to doing silly things. So that's why I do apologize that I had to bother you with this, but it makes me feel like someone is listening and it's understanding me. And maybe if someone is been through the same, dealing with the same matters, maybe I want them to know that they're not the only ones, that those things are happening, and I don't know, they're not going to stop. Just, it's not a movie, it's a reality. People are getting scammed, and fortunately I am young and strong enough to get back from this, but I'm thinking of elderly people who are being scammed of their life savings. You know, it's painful, and if it's painful for me, who I got to be a strong person, and I am a strong person, I can't imagine how painful it is for a single mother, for an older granny, people who are obeyed by the law their entire lives, and they pay their taxes, and now they probably go to the same process that I went, and they get, we're really sorry, it's nothing we can help you with. I mean, I don't know what to think. I don't know where to go and search help. Well, there's only one thing that I do believe. I do believe that karma is real and God is real. And I know somehow deeply inside my heart, I know that those guys are going to pay. I know that. And I feel sorry for them, because I know they might being able to escape the system, the police, and this almost useless system, but they will never be able to escape the punishment that comes from above. And they are going to pay the price. They are. And somehow I pray that God will have mercy on their souls when their time will come that they are going to pay. They are going to pay. So guys, I don't know. I hope this didn't bother you too much, but it made me feel a tiny bit of comfort. It made me feel like I'm talking to, out of millions of people, someone will listen, someone will resonate with this. And I'm not looking for pity, and I just want to express myself and let others know that it's okay to express yourself, to let it go. Remember, I told you in my videos, learn to forgive and forget, let go. So thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you very much for all your support. Thank you. You are a blessing. You are a blessing indeed. And I know many of you are going through tough times yourselves. And I'm feeling sorry that I had to bother you by bringing this to your ears. I don't want you to be over concerned. I will land another job. I will keep doing what I'm doing, because I have to do this. That's something like I feel I was born for. And yes, sometimes God helps you avoid the fire, but sometimes He takes you through the fire and helps you not to get burned and destroyed. And I feel like this is happening right now. I'm in the process where I'm going through a lot of things, but somehow I'm indestructible. I feel like there is a good ending to all of this. Somehow I don't know how, I can't, it's one of them situations where I can't express, I cannot explain why I can't be destroyed, because the situations where I feel like life is crushing me, and yet I get the power to keep doing what I'm doing. It's something like I can't explain, but I know this is somehow taking me to a happy ending. So stay close, because I'm not going anywhere. I will keep fighting the good fight, and I will prove to you that it is possible to get back on your feet. It is possible to go after your dream, and despite what you might be going through and the mistakes you make, it's possible that you're gonna fulfill that dream, because it's been given to you for one reason. It's been given to you because only you can bring that to reality. So I will succeed. I will stand trials. I paid for my mistakes, and I know that God has forgiven me. I've learned my lessons, and I will keep learning. And as long as there is a will, there's always going to be a way. So until next time, thank you very much. You are a blessing, not only to me, but to everyone around you. You are. You didn't notice yet, or you didn't find out, but you are. You have your own mission. Some of you may know it, some of you it's yet to be discovered. But you are, and you are on a mission. So thank you. May God bless you. Stay focused on your dreams. Stay faithful to your dreams, and be careful. Open your eyes, because I want you to learn from my mistake and not having to pay the price for yours. God bless you. Thank you very much. Until next time, be safe.